Welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admissions Counseling Articulation. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as the facilitator for our session today. I'm really excited that you were able to join us. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. Your camera and microphone are off, so we are not able to see or hear you. Second, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any point throughout our session today. Third, this is just one of many different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, you will have access to this recording, so feel free to visit our website, strivescan.com/Ohio Articulation. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and introduce all of our amazing presenters. We have Kent State University, Eckerd College, Ashland University, Kenyon College, Florida Southern University, and Antioch College. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Kent State University. I'm sorry, Brian, you are on mute.
Man, you would think by now I would get this under control, you know? Okay, so hopefully you all can see my screen right there. My name is Brian Crescenzo. I'm one of the assistant directors here in the admissions office. Real quick, I'm just going to cover some things about Kent State University. A lot of you may know we are an 8-campus network. We have 7 regional campuses scattered throughout all Northeast Ohio. We work with a lot of our regional campuses where students take some summer classes there or start off at one of the regionals and come to the Kent campus that has over 22,000 undergraduate students. And every fall semester, we end up enrolling a little over 4,200 first-time freshmen. Just to give you an idea though too as well, over 350 majors and programs, but just so you know, some of our top programs in no particular order: architecture, interior design, musical theater, fashion, merchandising, fashion design, nursing, but it's not to take away from any other program. We have a great exploratory program for those undecided students as well that I encourage all students to take advantage of if they're kind of on the fence, and you can still graduate within 4 years if you come in undecided on our campus. When it comes to the application process, I do want to cover some quick things here. We have our own Kent State application, and we do the Common App as well. We are test optional, so we do not require the ACT or SAT for admission to our campus. All we require is a high school transcript and the application fee. Now, we do a holistic review here at our university where we review each student individually. So we take into a lot of consideration of like their college prep courses, what they've gone through over the last couple of years. Like this senior class has only had 1 full year of in-person. That was during their freshman year in high school. So we take that into consideration through the review process. So COVID is a big deal for us here on our campus. We understand that. Our application is open for the fall of 2022. They can apply online as early as today. We always encourage students to get it in early. The only deadline we have is February 1st in order to be considered for scholarships, which I'll touch on real quick in a second. Something else too as well, this is our tuition costs. It is about $24,000 a year to come to Kent State. That includes room and board here at our university. But when helping cover those costs there at our campus, we do accept FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. As long as the student applies by February 1st, they'll be considered for all of our merit-based awards. We also have non-merit-based awards too as well, dedicated to your major and program, or your ethnicity, where you're coming from, all sort of backgrounds that you can check out on our scholarship website. We are awarding all of our scholarships starting in January, so all students will receive that then as long as they apply by February 1st, or if they apply now, they'll receive their financial aid award package there. One other thing they did tell us to mention, if we have any new counselors, Up in the top corner there, Sean and Mason are our new counselors on our campus. Sean is representing Southeast Ohio, or Southwest Ohio, I should say, Cincinnati and Dayton area, also in the Cuyahoga area too as well. And Mason is Northwest Ohio and also representing Summit. You have AJ represents Columbus, Dan who represents anywhere from Stark County on down, Bree who is in Portage County, and myself who represents all the other lovely counties here in the state of Ohio. So look for us on the road. I will drop in the chat a link that you can connect with a personal admissions counselor so you can find your counselor there for you. So I hope I was under that 5 minutes there. Kind of rushed through that for you there. But also if you want to, feel free to take a screenshot here of our social media too as well, because we want to make sure you know everything about our campus there. So thank you. I appreciate it. And that's all I have about Kent State there for you guys.
Our next presenter is Eckerd College.
Hello, can everyone see my screen?
We can, Gigi.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming here. Thank you, Jasmine. My name is Gigi D'Amico. I'm a new admission counselor here at Eckerd, as well as a new admission counselor for the whole state of Ohio. I'm a recent Eckerd grad as well, so if you want any ins and outs as an employee and as a student, I can answer all those questions for you. Let's get started on some of our unique characteristics here at Eckerd. So to begin, we have a large geographical reach of our students. 80% of our students are actually out of state, while the other 20% are from the state of Florida. So we actually have 49 states represented this year. If anyone can guess, it's actually Wyoming. So if you know someone from Wyoming, let them know. We are interested in them. They'll complete our full map. So the average Eckerd student actually travels 1,000 miles to come to Eckerd. So we look for really adventurous and courageous students who want to have a new experience, and we hope that we can provide that for them. So additionally, we have a 4-1-4 academic calendar. So students are enrolled in 4 courses in the fall, 1 course during our winter term in January, and then 4 courses in the spring. So our first years actually have a 1-4-4, so where they enrolled during autumn term, which is our 3-week orientation period. So this is a great transition for students from high school into college. They are enrolled in an academic course, so they are beginning their college GPA. They are also involved with any campus activities or community service that is allowed on or off campus. But during this time, they do gain a faculty mentor. So from autumn term to the end of your 4 years and even after, you will have a faculty mentor in your desired major, and they will help you within your class registration, any internship or research opportunities, postgraduate life, of course, and they're also just somebody that you can talk to. So I actually had dinner with my mentor not too long ago. So they're somebody that you can have even after your time at Eckerd. So some areas of study that we offer here, anything with an asterisk is only offered as a minor. However, any of these courses that we have will be presented either in a BS, BA, or BFA. So one of our new BFAs is creative writing, which we're really proud about. We do have a strong creative writing engagement here with students, as well as marine science, environmental studies, and animal studies. Additionally, we have a 2-2 for our musical theater and theater course. So 2 years at Eckerd and then 2 years at Circle in the Square in New York City. So for any students that are interested in theater, they have the opportunity to actually go to New York, which is really exciting. Additionally, we have a great community life here at Eckerd. So we are a pet-friendly campus. As you see in this image, there is a dog. We allow pets that are 45 pounds or less, and they are not considered exotic. So you can bring your ball python, your cat, or your crested gecko, but not your duck or any other exotic animals. And you can bring them to our South Beach. We do have a beach here on campus, and we allow students to bring their pets onto campus. We also have the waterfront, which has a recreational, academic, and service component. So students can rent a kayak or go on our beach cat and test the water, or see our ecology, or be a part of our search and rescue program, which allows students to help with any maritime distress calls. Additionally, with our application process, we have the Common App and the Eckerd app. So we are also test optional for this year, 2022 and 2023. So we just require your high school transcripts, a letter of recommendation, and of course, if you do provide your test scores, we are more than willing. Similar to Kent, we do accept a holistic view of grading our students and how they apply. And we have 2 overall application timelines for students. So before November 15th is early action, and anything after is considered rolling admission. Additionally, we are part of Colleges That Change Lives. So if you or any of your students are looking for colleges that approach undergraduate with a new perspective, you can check us out there. We are in the book as well as a member of the organization. That's all I have for you all. Thank you so much. And I will stop sharing.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. My name is Henry Stanford, Mr. Representative here at Ashland University. Very honored to talk to you this afternoon about our university as a whole. We sit about an hour and a half north of Columbus, Ohio, and we're about an hour south of Cleveland, Ohio. So we sit kind of northeast off of 71 here in the state of Ohio. The big thing about AU is that accent on the individual is our number 1 core value. It's all about our students. It's all about the focus on them and how we can progress them towards their future to do great things. We also have tremendous professors. Some professors are known both in the region, nationally, but also internationally. And then the third core value of ours is we do have what's called academic freedom. And that is students can come in undecided and we help them explore themselves, explore their careers and find the best one suited for them to help them pursue that career and finish out within 4 years. Our director for academic support program, she talks about all the time that she actually changed her major 4 times at AU and still finished in 4 years. So we definitely put our students in a position to finish in 4 years, even if they decide to explore to different majors than the initial major that came into AU at. Here at Ashland, we have about 60 majors. We also have pre-professional programs in areas like physical therapy, occupational therapy, pre-medicine, pre-law, and others in the standpoint of pre-professionals areas. When it comes to top programs here at AU, I started the College of Business Economics, over 21 different majors. Some of the highlights of that department is our students in finance. They're able to join what's called the Eagle Investment Group. That group actually invests in over $2 million in the stock market using Bloomberg technology. If your student is interested in accounting, for those students, we have an accounting firm in the area that actually assists those students with preparing taxes for people in the community. And obviously they sign off on it at the very end, but giving them real life experiences and things. Students interested in sports management, for example, we have established internships with the Indians, the Cavs, the Browns, the Akron Rubber Ducks here in Ohio, in the Ashland University athletics. Just presently in the last 12 months, we've worked the Super Bowl in Tampa. We're working Super Bowl in LA next year. We're working the All-Star game for the NBA in Cleveland, Ohio next year. So we get our students into their careers right away, giving them real life experiences to teach them what their job entails and things. But if I venture over to the College of Education, one of the tops in the country, over 700 hours in the classroom setting. Our students get out in their first year, observing classes and go all the way through to their senior year, actually student teaching. Very strong program in the College of Education. College of Arts and Sciences, the largest college. Some of the big programs there, criminal justice. Our curriculum is in line with the FBI standard, all the way to digital media journalism, digital media production, where we actually have a television station and radio station on campus. We give our students the opportunity to be right in front of the camera, produce different things. For example, last year during the election, our students put on the election night presentation, where there were students running the broadcast, behind the camera, anchors at the desk, the whole thing on campus. So that's a great opportunity for students interested in going to production and into journalism in general. The last but not least, the College of Nursing Health Sciences. Nursing, again, is one of the top programs around. 95% first-time pass rate for the NCLEX, which is a certification test for the state of Ohio in nursing. But the students do over 990 hours in a medical setting. And from there, they actually get experience in all phases of nursing. They even get a chance to be prepared in what's called advanced cardiac care. In that same department, we also have exercise science, which is a top major on campus. But the big one of all is our dietetics program. which are top in the country in dietetics. 100% of our students have graduated and gone on and passed the test to become a dietitian. Not one student from Ashland has not passed the test in the school's history. So it's a very strong program, and those are some of the highlights of some of the main programs on campus. The application process is pretty clear. All you do is you can apply online. It's a free application, takes 15 minutes. And then we also accept the Common App as well. We are test optional, as the other two schools have mentioned, we're test optional as well. So all we need is the students' test scores. We do not need their not transcript, but not necessarily test scores because we're test optional. I'm going to put my information to the chat box for anyone that needs to touch base with me. Anything I can do to help you in this process. My time is your time. My area is Central Ohio and Southeast Ohio. Rachel Baker is our Southwest Ohio area, which is Dayton and Cincinnati. Cody Ock is our Northwest Ohio area, the Toledo area. And last but not least, James Mesker is our Cleveland area, Northeast Ohio area. And so I'm very fortunate to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Henry. So nice to hear about Ashland. Hi, my name is Ellen Turner. I'm one of the admissions officers at Kenyon College in Gambier, Ohio. I'm also a Kenyon alum, and I am joined today by my colleague.
JJ Jemison, I use he and his pronouns, also a Kenyon alum.
Great, so thank you all so much for joining us. We are so excited to talk about Kenyon. As most of you know, Kenyon is located in Central Ohio, and our 1,100-acre campus is distinguished by its magnificent Gothic architecture. Kenyon is often named one of the most beautiful college campuses in the world. However, there's something else that makes this place so extraordinary, and that's the fact that no one arrives at Kenyon College by accident. As many of you know, Kenyon's the oldest private college in Ohio. For almost 200 years, scholars have made their way to the Hill in Gambier. They specifically choose to immerse themselves in a tight-knit community that values face-to-face interaction. Our student-faculty ratio is 10-1, and our average class size is about 15 students. We are one of the very few 100% residential colleges in the country.
And our students come to Kenyon from 48 states, 49 countries. They choose to embrace challenging work in a place of natural beauty and without distraction. No skyscrapers, no strip malls, not even a stoplight. In short, they choose to focus on very big ideas in a very intimate setting.
That intimacy is unscored by one of the most distinctive features of our campus, Middle Path. 10 feet wide and running nearly a mile long, we like to say Middle Path is both the heart of Kenyon and its central artery. Its purpose is to take you where you're going, but also to invite you to stop along the way. This fall, Kenyon opens its new Chalmers Library, which houses our main collection, along with the Career Development Center and other offices which are central to student success. It is sure to become one of the most popular stops on our main artery. It's a very good thing that our students and faculty demonstrate such remarkable commitment to teaching and learning at Kenyon, because a Kenyon education really demands your attention. Our curriculum is both wide and deep. We offer more than 50 majors, minors, and concentrations, and 20% of our students pursue a double or self-designed major.
And when our students bring an open mind to their seminar discussions, to their labs, and when they fully embrace the faculty office hours, their attention is returned in unexpected proportions.
That's because there's something quite special about the student-faculty relationship at Kenyon. They are mentors and mentees, yes, in the truest sense of those terms, but our students and professors also see themselves as partners in inquiry.
And the first formalized faculty advising program in the United States was actually established in Kenyon in 1841. So our faculty take great pride in their work as advisors, developing relationships with their students, which extend far beyond the 4 years in Gambier and truly last a lifetime.
Long known as the Writers' College, at Kenyon, we find that good writing translates to good thinking. As writers, our students and faculty are detailed, honest, and empathetic. And they recognize that as writers, we have readers. So they learn to write with their audience in mind, not just because it improves their writing, which it does, but because it brings us closer to a shared understanding. Good writing is not something that is is distinctive to our humanities and social science majors alone. Our mathematicians and our biochemists also write with purpose and clarity.
And the ability to write well is what makes our students stand out to employers and grad students, or grad schools, excuse me. For those applying to grad schools, 98% are accepted into one of their top 3 choices. And all of our graduates go on to pursue meaningful careers in a variety of industries, shaping the world with their thoughts, their words, and their actions. Kenyon is ranked 5th in the nation among bachelor institutions for producing Fulbright Fellows. Additionally, Kenyon students are regularly recognized with Goldwater scholarships, which is the most competitive undergraduate award in the sciences.
The majority of our students will do an internship, either on campus or in Knox County, or in a location anywhere in the world during their 4 years at Kenyon. Our Career Development Center is renowned for helping students find in the greater world.
So as a former student athlete at Kenyon, I know firsthand that this commitment to excellence also plays out on the fields, on the courts, and in the natatorium, which is why we're ranked 2nd in the country among Division III institutions for producing NCAA postgraduate scholars. Kenyon also has the most national championships of any Division III institution in NCAA history, with 60 in total.
In addition to athletic pursuits, Kenyon students love to appear both on the page and on the stage. Their words fill a dozen campus journals and blogs, and their talent is on display for over 60 theatrical and musical performances a year. Our students are involved with 150 clubs and organizations, both on campus and in the greater community.
We hope that you'll encourage your students to come explore the opportunities at Kenyon by visiting our campus, either virtually or in person. It's during these visits when students are drawn to our magnificent and magical campus.
A word about the application process and financial aid. Kenyon takes either the common application or the coalition application. This year we are test optional. Check out our website for more details. And you should know, like the other schools that have presented, we practice a holistic review of admissions applications. Also, most importantly, Kenyon meets 100% of demonstrated need for all admitted students.
And a fun fact I just want to add, according to the Cleveland Plain Dealer, Kenyon students graduate with the least amount of student loan debt of any 4-year institution in Ohio, public or private.
JJ and I thank you for the good work you do with your students. Please reach out to us if we can assist you in any way.
Thank you all.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and excited to join you here today. I'm really excited to share a little bit of information with you today as well about Florida Southern College. My name is Joe Madigan. I serve as the Director of Undergraduate Recruitment Outreach here at Florida Southern. It's been my pleasure to be part of the undergraduate admissions team for the past 10 years here at Florida Southern. I work with the incredible Lee Ann Williams, who's actually on the road traveling right now, meeting with students and counselors, getting a chance to get back on the road this year, which is exciting. She serves as our admission counselor for students in Ohio and also throughout the Ohio River Valley as well. Wanted to take just a little bit of time and be cognizant of that as school counselors and share a little bit about Florida Southern College. If you're not familiar with Florida Southern College is located in Lakeland, Florida. If you're wondering where that is, we are 30 minutes west of the Walt Disney World Resort and 30 minutes east of downtown Tampa and Raymond James Stadium, which you may have seen on TV last night, home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were actually previously rated as the #1 most beautiful campus in America by the Princeton Review, and we're home to about 3,000 total students. Half of our students are from Florida and half of our students are from out of state. You may not be surprised to know of our students and where they come from. The Midwest, Ohio Valley is really a good number of where our students come from each and every year. Important to note as well, Florida Southern College is part of New American Colleges and Universities, very similar to what you heard from Eckerd with being in CTCL. NACU, as it's known as, is a group of schools with common goals dedicated to working with students in engaged learning environments. You may know Ohio Northern in the state of Ohio, and then outside of the state of Ohio, you may know schools like Drury or Belmont or Queens University, and likewise Florida Southern College, part of that group. A little bit about our academic offerings here at Florida Southern. If you're thinking about students and who would be a good fit at Florida Southern College, I really want to stress our engaged learning model. We start students in academic majors day one, year one here at Florida Southern College. This includes in our school business, which actually just recently rated in the top 100 schools of business in the world by Poets and Quants. We were actually #1 for quality of teaching, and that could be marketing, management, finance, economics. If students are interested in stock trading, real estate, great options for that. Our School of Nursing is one of the things we've become most well known for. We have a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX, and we are a direct admit, or what we call direct entry program. Students, when they apply for admission as a first-year student, are reviewed for admission to the university and also to the School of Nursing at the same time. They're not waiting for that seat in the School of Nursing. They're going to start right away in nursing classes. They'll start the second week of their sophomore year in clinical opportunities that's there. There'll be requirements to complete that. They can actually get their RN licensure and take the NCLEX at the end of their junior year, which is very unique here. We go all the way up to a doctorate in nursing here. In fact, we have 11 different master's and doctoral programs. Our School of Physical Therapy is accelerated if students are interested in exercise science, kinesiology, and then going into a 2.5-year DPT. We have 100% acceptance rate in medical school out of our pre-professional health professions track called P3 at Florida Southern. We have some direct linkage into programs like Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, Emory University, just to name a few, which is actually a United Methodist peer like Duke University that we work with individually for students. If students are interested in the fine arts, we have outstanding musical theater, technical theater, BFA programs, music to go along with that. Some of the things we've become well known for here on our campus. And then also a little bit of what's going on here at Florida Southern. We just opened a $49 million brand new computer science building, home to the cybersecurity program here at Florida Southern. Actually, just received a $450,000 grant from the National Science Foundation. Speaking of NSF, we actually just received a $1 million grant from NSF for our work that we're actually doing in climate change through actual crab populations pictured in the bottom right-hand corner there. One of only 2 schools to get that money, Louisiana State being the other. And this shows we're really focused on a student here. Our average class size is 17. Our student to faculty ratio is 14:1. We don't have large lecture halls here. And again, students will start right away in their academic majors and in research if they want to do so. Something that's unique about us to remember, we offer 3 guarantees to every student. We guarantee graduation in 4 years' time. If the student does that and doesn't do that in 4 years' time at Florida Southern, we will cover the cost of the college tuition after the 4th year. We guarantee a study abroad here at Florida Southern. Those are coming back this year. We're excited for that. Our first trip going to Bimini in the Bahamas for marine biology for students to work in shark population and shark tagging. That is embedded in the cost of the college tuition. And then also internships are required for many majors here at Florida Southern, working with companies locally like Lockheed Martin, working in the hospital systems, or maybe it's a student like a Mary Baltimore working specifically with Publix and high-income financial accounts, or maybe it's a student that wants to work in film and photography like a Reeves Landreth did at WMAZ in Macon, Georgia. You can do that in-state, out-of-state, or even go back to the great state of Ohio and do an internship with Dr. Keith Barron, a Florida Southern graduate, who takes on 7 students each and every year to work in his orthopedic surgery clinic right there in Columbus, Ohio, the largest in the world, and really is proud to bring in those students. This leads to outcomes. 95% of our students get an offer of a job or get into graduate school or go into public service within 6 months after graduation, which is important, but we want to have a good experience too. One other notes that I want to mention quickly is we are a residential campus. 93% of our students live on campus at Florida Southern. We have a 4-year residency requirement, and we guarantee housing for all 4 years, the first 2 years being on campus, the second 2 years being off campus and apartment living owned by Florida Southern. We are an NCAA Division II program, recruitment managed by our coaches. We also are an NACE program for esports. We actually went to the national championship tournament for CLL, which is Collegiate League of Legends this year. We actually just opened and expanded our arena on campus if you have students that are interested in League of Legends, Overwatch, Rocket League. We even have esports business as a major here at Florida Southern College and an option. And the last note, before talking quickly about applications and admissions, if you're thinking about who's a good fit for a Florida Southern College, it's a student who embodies our cornerstone. This is our honor code. on our campus, and it's based on the values of service, scholarship, and leaving Florida Southern College a better place than they found it. No matter the student's background, no matter what they believe, no matter where you come from, you are welcome here on this campus. And we want students who embody that really are good students academically, but also want to give back and make the world a better place. It starts with applying. It's free to apply to Florida Southern College. We don't have an application fee. You can find us on the Common application, the Coalition application. We have our own online application. We are currently accepting early action. There's non-binding to that, non-binding early action and early decision applications till November 1st. If students apply by that point in time, they'll get a nice pair of mock socks. A pair of socks from Florida Southern is a welcome gift for students that apply early. I'll also share with you, we accept applications till March 1st each year. We are a test optional school, even for nursing. We are test optional here at Florida Southern. We review applications holistically, and it was mentioned by Kenyon and several schools, we're looking for good writers. Our team spends a lot of time reading essays to make sure that the student's going to be a good fit here. At Florida Southern, we want to get to know students, build that personalized process. At the same time as students reviewed for admission, they're automatically considered for our merit-based scholarships. Florida Southern College encourages all students to complete and submit the FAFSA. We also, for many of our students, can meet up to 100% of demonstrated need potentially. We also offer full tuition and full ride scholarships for students to apply for. We are consistently rated as a top value school. We don't want finances to hold any student back. As the average financial aid package for an out-of-state student this past year was almost $34,000. And our average cost of attendance out of pocket for a student being between $14,000 and $16,000 total for tuition, fees, housing, and meal plan here on campus at Florida Southern. So making us a very affordable option, especially if students looking out of state at opportunities. We'd love to welcome you to campus. If you're interested, you can come on down and visit us. We are open for tours. We also have visit programs going on virtually. Our open house, which is held virtually this September, on September the 18th. We'd love to welcome you as counselors or your students to Florida Southern. So thanks so much for joining and listening a little bit about Florida Southern. And at this point, I'll turn it over to our final school here today. Is our final school here today to join. There we go.
Hello, oh my gosh, having microphone problems. Hi, my name is Shane Creeping Bear. I'm here representing Antioch College. My microphone has been, or my camera has been disabled. So if an administrator can turn it back on, I'd be grateful for that. In the meantime, I'll talk through my slide presentation. At Antioch College, we ask students to be change makers. We are located in Yellow Springs, Ohio, four-year private liberal arts institution. Members of the Great Lakes College Association, as well as colleges that change lives. We have a strong history of social justice. We were founded by abolitionists in 1850. We have a nationally recognized farm to table program. And we have amazing alumni like Coretta Scott King. Our students authored one of the first groundbreaking sexual offense prevention policies on campus as well. It's part of our mission and our values as an institution. It has been for quite some time. So students who come here will engage pretty authentically in conversations that involve, will develop their critical thinking skills around how their career goals can be oriented around meaningful experiences. Our classroom study, we have a 4-to-1 student-teacher ratio. Our academic programs are in the arts, humanities, sciences, and social sciences. Our areas of study can span many areas, as you can see on the screen. I'm gonna hot tail it through this stuff. Sorry about that. Our academic program boasts academic intersectionality, discussion-based classrooms, critical inquiry, and experiential learning. All of our students engage in a process of self-designing their own major. The self-design major empowers students to combine multiple areas of study in an interdisciplinary way, oftentimes with a very specified goal in mind. The power in this engagement in your curriculum as a student is in the ability to envision and execute a long-term comprehensive project, as well as acquire self-directed learning, long-term project management, which is of course valued by employers and graduate programs. Hello.
And Shane, we are out of time for Antioch within this session, but anything else you want to add as we wrap up here?
Sure. Antioch is committed to access to education. We're rethinking the financial model of higher education. All Pell eligible students are offered full tuition scholarships. We do meet full need for any student outside of Pell eligibility. We guarantee international work experience. We'll launch co-op and campus-based work as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about Antioch. And that is the time that we'll have for our session here this afternoon. I want to thank you all so much for joining. As this session wraps up, you will see a very quick 5-question survey appear on your screen. If you don't mind taking a moment to fill that out for us, it's helpful to collect feedback as we continue to plan events such as these. And then I would encourage you, if you do need to return to any of this information, ask any questions of our counselors, to check out the recording of this session. It will be posted and available online shortly at strivescan.com/Ohio-articulation. So thank you so much for joining once again, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful weekend.